Good evening, I'm Haley Wilkes. Thank you for joining us. Scott Dennis has the night off. An Orlando state attorney's controversial decision not to pursue the death penalty against alleged cop killer Markeith Lloyd has left many in shock. Now, fellow state attorneys' offices and law enforcement leaders are applauding Governor Rick Scott's decision to reassign the case to another district. ABC 7's Adam Cellini has been following that story.
I know a lot of people. It devastated a lot of people.
Ray Hickson coached Norm Lewis at Port Charlotte High School for 4 years. Both men would grow apart, change jobs, and wouldn't really cross paths again until Hickson was called to speak in memory of the former Orlando Sheriff's deputy.
All those memories of him came back, and when I talked about him at the memorial service at the stadium, he was just a great young man.
Lewis died searching for Markeith Lloyd hours after Lloyd allegedly shot and killed his pregnant girlfriend and Orlando Police Lieutenant Deborah Clayton. On Tuesday, State Attorney Aramis Ayala explained her office would not be seeking the death penalty.
Number one, death penalty has no public safety benefit. Number two, the death penalty does not increase safety for law enforcement officers. Number three, the death penalty generally is not a deterrent.
The decision stunned many, including Sarasota County Sheriff Tom Knight.
This wasn't like a shootout or a robbery. He stood over top of her and murdered her. And so for that state attorney not to give that comfort to the family and the husband of that lieutenant is shameful of her and egregious of her and derelict of her duties.
Today, state attorneys from the remaining 19 districts in Florida put out a statement condemning Ayala's decision. Ed Brodsky wanted those in Sarasota, Manatee, and DeSoto counties to know where he stands.
In those appropriate circumstances in which the death penalty and the ultimate sanction against someone for committing a atrocious or heinous crime in our community, we will seek the death penalty.
In an executive order, the governor moved the case to Lake County for their offices to prosecute and perhaps bring peace to those in Orlando and Port Charlotte.
This story, 15-year-old was forced to cross 5 lanes of traffic to get to school, a tragic scenario that ended in him being killed yesterday. District administrators say Marquarius Kelly lived 1.7 miles from the school, and state law says that districts do not need to provide busing for any student who lives within 2 miles of the school district. Communications specialist with the district, Mike Barber, says it's not feasible to bus every student to school. He says there are busy roads and intersections all throughout Manatee School District, and if they make an exception for one student, they have to make that exception for all.
It's hard to make exceptions because if you do that, where are you going to start drawing the line?
I don't think that's fair, you know what I mean? 2 miles, 2 miles in, 2 miles back, that's a lot, you know what I mean? Especially the time no change, it's still dark, so the kids taking a chance going across the busy highway.
There is an exception to the state law that says if a student has hazardous walking conditions, they can be bused. However, the rule only addresses elementary school students. St. Patrick's Day fun is underway in Sarasota. Shamrock Pub on Ringling Boulevard east of 301 is offering live music, bagpipes, face painting, a lot of Irish food and green beer. A fun way to spend the holiday at the Shamrock Pub.
It's a community event. It's a way to cut loose a little bit, dress up in green, forget about the troubles of the world, and just kind of come and join your friends and have some fun.
The Shamrock Pub will be open until 2:30. You have plenty of time to celebrate, and luckily the weather is just beautiful. A perfect St. Patrick's Day, Wendy.
I thought being with the dogs would be a lot of fun. That looked like fun to me. 71 degrees right now. We have lots and lots of sunshine out there. Take a look at the dew point. Take a look at the humidity. It just doesn't get better than this. This is the kind of weather we always look forward to, not only this time of the year, but any time of the year. Winds are coming in out of the east right now at around 6 miles per hour. And around the state, we have been seeing these temperatures in the 70s and 60s, and we are looking at warmer conditions well down to the south. But for us right now, our temperatures mostly in the 70s. As you move east, away from the water, they're just a little bit warmer, mostly in the mid-70s. But either way, it's just a beautiful, beautiful night. And as you can see, we don't have anything but clear skies all around the state of Florida. We had a little bit of cloud cover earlier this morning, and that dissipated pretty quickly. But as you can see, there's nothing we have to worry about. If you're having any plans for tonight, get outside and enjoy them. We're going to be talking about a cold front that's moving down the state over this weekend. We'll find out when it's going to get here and what it's going to do. That's all coming up in just a minute. Haley.
Thank you, Wendy. One of Venice's most popular weekend events could be changing locations. The Venice Farmers Market draws thousands of people to the island every Saturday morning. However, other special events have had a hard time getting permits to hold events at the same time. City leaders worry the market may have an impact on other festivals. The city manager suggests moving the Farmers Market from Tampa Avenue to just in front of City Hall to avoid closing down any major roadways.
It provides the same linear space that she occupies now in Tampa. Actually, it provides, I think, about 40 feet more of linear space.
A survey of residents and businesses conducted by the city showed nearly 90% of locals do not want the city to adjust any events in downtown Venice. Still to come on your Suncoast News, the first day of service for a possible solution to alleviate traffic on Longboat Key. And how much more money Florida officials believe the state will receive for this year's budget plan.
Check out mysuncoast.com/dining, your guide to the foodie lifestyle.
Hi, I'm Chef Judy. Every Wednesday morning, I'll be with the chefs at the Publix Aprons Cooking School, serving up the most wonderful dishes. Watch Aprons in the Kitchen every Wednesday on ABC7's Good Morning Suncoast.
Today, everyone is looking for more fashionable choices in flooring than ever before. And G. Fried has responded with a huge selection of carpets, tile, wood, laminate, and vinyl. Installed by a highly skilled team, G. Fried has got everything you're looking for and more. The next time you think about quality flooring, think G. Fried Flooring America. G. Fried Flooring America. Our world is at your feet.
In town? On the town. The Mark offers landmark living in the center of everything you love about Sarasota. Priced from the 700s, spacious residences and elevated club-level amenities create a private oasis in the sky. Promenade shopping and dining put the best of downtown downstairs. Sales gallery open daily at the corner of Pineapple and State Street just south of Maine. The Mark, Sarasota. Presented by Coulter.
Hurry in to Sunset Dodge, Chrysler Jeep Ram in Sarasota for big savings on some of America's best vehicles. Over 100 standard and available safety features make the new Chrysler Pacifica a safe investment for any family. And right now, you can buy one for just $24,999 or save up to $11,000 on a new Ram Crew Cab during Ram Truck Month. Better prices, bigger selection. Go to Sunset Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram in Sarasota.
You only have one life. Are you gambling with it? 1 in 3 adults have high blood pressure. Not knowing your numbers could cause you to lose, big time. Luckily, you can turn the odds in your favor by getting your blood pressure checked today. Don't leave your health to chance. Learn more at heart.org/HPB.
Outdoor living is one of the greatest perks about living in Florida. So whether this is your style, or this, or maybe this, contact Superior Pools. They've been building pools from Sarasota to Naples since 2001, and they would love to build yours.
What to do when your heating or air conditioning needs service or, heaven forbid, replacement? Call Air Now today. We've been serving Sarasota and Manatee County since 1946. We offer $49.95 tune-ups, lease or finance options, and remember, service today or it's free.
If you're tired of sitting in traffic, there is a new way to get to Anna Maria Island and Bradenton Beach. ABC 7's Bobeth Yates has the details about this water taxi service, how it's helping people pass the traffic and get to the beach in about 30 minutes.
For many, crossing the Cortez Bridge can be a nightmare, and then to get parking can be even harder. But now efforts are on their way to alleviate the headache.
We had a terrible time driving over here today. It was backed up for miles.
The traffic on area barrier islands have long been an issue for residents and tourists.
Last year was just bumper to bumper traffic the whole afternoon, especially going north. And yesterday we waited like an hour for the shuttle that was supposed to come every 20 minutes, and it never did come.
But now getting back and forth from the beach could soon be easier.
Our shuttle services is a scheduled service from different destinations up and down Anna Maria Island, along with Longboat and the mainland.
And with a wave of the hand, they were off. The first group to take a ride in the Gulf Island Water Shuttle. The water taxi has several stops and will operate just like the city bus service, with pickups and drop-offs at multiple locations.
It will hopefully encourage people to try out a different mode of transportation instead of getting in their car.
Business owner Walter Lowe's says he got the idea for the service after hearing complaint after complaint about traffic. And officials like Bradenton Beach Mayor Bill Sharon welcomed the idea.
Hopefully with waterborne transportation, it saves from our crowds and makes it an enjoyable experience for our visitors.
David Hutchinson with the Sarasota Manatee Metropolitan Planning Organization says they have seen a drastic increase in the number of people on the road. And while there are multiple projects in the works to alleviate some of the strain, Hutchinson says much more is needed.
Years ago, the MPO has conducted a water taxi study that indicated that water taxis can be feasible and can help take some traffic off the road.
News that has many celebrating.
I think this water taxi idea is going to be a great thing.
Officials are hoping several other water taxi services will be implemented in the coming months. Bobeth Yates, ABC 7, your Suncoast News.
Thank you, Bobeth. And Wendy will be back with your forecast for the beautiful weekend.
When caring for my wife alone became too much for me, I called my long-term care insurance company to get help from granny nannies. Now the most wonderful nurses help me with her care.
A helping hand and a gentle heart.
There are many choices when it comes to AC companies. Our advice? Choose a company that performs employee background checks and is licensed with top manufacturers like Daikin. Daikin offers a 12-year parts and labor limited warranty. For better comfort and value, call Elite Heating and Air.
Car experts and customers agree there's a whole lot to love about a new Subaru. Subaru offers more 2016 IIHS Top Safety Pick Plus winners than any other brand. And Subaru had the best resale value of all brands for 2016. Now you can lease a new Subaru Forester for just $209 a month or get 0% financing during the Subaru A Lot to Love event. Get more for your money. Go to Sunset Subaru in Sarasota.
Ace is a place with the helpful hardware, folks.
Does it really matter what type of light bulb you use?
We have a huge selection of bulbs. I gave Stella LEDs because they can last up to 20 years.
Ace is a place that knows a lot can change in 20 years, except these light bulbs.
Hi. Oh, sure.
Right now, buy 2 get 1 free on all gallons of interior and exterior paint. March 8th to 20th only. 6 convenient Sarasota locations and now open in Bradenton, Northport, and soon Osprey.
They're coming from Tampa, Fort Myers, even Orlando. They're coming from everywhere for the Sarasota Ford Promise. We promise we're more than a dealership. We're a destination with a movie theater, massage room, aquarium, cafe, and more. We promise to give you top dollar for your trade, even if you don't buy from us. And if you do, we promise you the best deal. Bring us any competitor's ad and we'll beat it by at least $1,000. That's why they're coming from everywhere to Sarasota Ford, where 41 meets 301. SarasotaFord.com.
Mom needed more care than we could provide,
So we called Granny Nannies. She now has around-the-clock caregivers, and we have peace of mind. Thanks to them, she's where she belongs, at home.
A helping hand and a gentle heart.
Wendy, we had the luck of the Irish with the weather today, for sure.
Yes, it was so fantastic.
Yes,
it was just
wonderful.
a beautiful start to the day. A little chilly still, and we're going to continue to see that trend, but look at what it looks like right now. This is what it looks like out there. It is so gorgeous outside as we're looking across Sarasota Bay, and you can see out into the Gulf of Mexico as far as the eye can see. You can't even see a cloud in the sky. It's just gorgeous out there. So at any rate, what we are looking at is from early this morning where we did have a couple of clouds, and then as the day wore on, take a look at this. Just absolutely gorgeous all day long. It was just one of those days, and even to this hour, it's absolutely beautiful weather. We're looking at temperatures in the 60s and 70s to our north. Along the west coast of Florida, temperatures actually got very close to 80 degrees. And then right here across our area, we saw our temperatures in the 70s and some 60s earlier in the day. It was just one of those spectacular days. And because of this, we had some very dry air that moved in over us as a result of the cold front going through. And that has provided us with nothing but clear skies. And that continues out into the Gulf of Mexico. We don't have any worries here. And we also have a little bit of moisture that crept on off the state and off towards the east coast. But we're not going to see anything coming back at us tonight. So tonight's going to be another beautiful night across the region with nothing but clear skies, lots of starry conditions out there. Now things start to change just a little bit just in time for the weekend. So by the morning hours tomorrow, we're going to start to see a few more clouds. The possibility of some of these showers moving onshore, but they don't make it over to the west coast. We're still very, very dry along the west coast. Then during the day on Saturday, we have a cold front moving through, and it will take all day Saturday and Sunday for this front to get to the south of us. So it's going to park itself over the southern part of the state, but because it is so dry in the upper levels of the atmosphere, we're not going to see any rain associated with this cold front. Right now it's situated here across the Tennessee Valley. It's being helped to be produced with some snow to the north and some rain showers to the south and east of it, all being brought in by this low pressure system. But as this cold front moves on down to the south, high pressure moves in right behind it, and we're going to see the showers staying away from our region. We might see a couple of isolated showers out here in the Gulf of Mexico and in the Atlantic, but that front is not going to be a problem for us. So it's not going to do anything but reinforce the cooler air that we've got, but we are talking about a mild weekend all the same. So our temperatures are going to get back up into the low to mid 70s for daytime highs, and then we're going to see that great beach forecast. And if you want to get to the fair, you want to be outside, any reason to get outside, find it, because it's just going to be absolutely gorgeous. If you're heading out to the beach, winds will be out of the northeast at around 5 to 10 knots, seas 1 to 2 feet, a moderate chop out on the bay and inland waters. And we're going to see our temperature reading 76 degrees at the beach. So that means you do need to put on that sunscreen because it is a very powerful sun, especially during the afternoon hours. The Gulf water temperature will be 71 degrees. So tonight, clear skies, chilly temperatures. Readings will get down into the 50s. So we've got another cool start for the morning tomorrow, but we're going to warm up to temperature readings in the mid 70s once again. And take a look at this weekend's forecast. Nothing but sunshine, temperatures in the mid 70s. Monday is actually the very first official day of spring, but we do get a head start this weekend. Haley?
We do. Thank you, Wendy. The Manatee County Sheriff's Office is asking for the public's assistance locating a missing woman and her 1-year-old daughter. Child protection investigators are attempting to locate Maya Frances Fisher. Fisher is a recent victim of domestic battery. Anyone with information on her whereabouts is asked to call the Sheriff's Office. The number is there on your screen, 941-747-3011. Florida's economy is continuing to grow. With that growth, though, it gets a little trickier for state economists to predict how much the state will collect in taxes. Today, state officials met to draw up those predictions. The forecast will be used in writing up this year's budget. According to their estimation, economists
Economists predict the state's budget will grow by as much as 4.5% during the fiscal year that ends in June. And if that is the case, legislators could have nearly $180 million more to spend. Despite that increase, House Republicans say they will ask for a $1.4 billion budget cut this year, citing a potential shortfall over the next few years. We do have some fun ways to spend your lovely weekend when we come back.
Tonight, the White House fighting battles on all fronts, from President Trump's America First budget cuts that could impact your family and American jobs, to a travel ban in limbo. With so much at stake, this is where America turns. ABC's World News Tonight with David Muir.
For your plumbing, electrical, or air conditioning, and services is qualified, and service calls are free. And services.com, A-N-D, services.com.
Are you considering joint replacement or revision surgery? Consider this. Dr. Edward Stolarski has performed thousands of successful joint replacement procedures and trained surgeons from all over the world. Using advanced technologies, Dr. Stolarski is able to perform some of the most complex surgeries.
I wish I knew about Dr. Stolarski much sooner. After the surgery, I don't have any pain. It's like I've got a 16-year-old hip.
My name's Ed Stolarski. What I really do is I give people back their life.
Schedule a consultation today.
Join us for Sarasota Opera's 2017 Winter Festival, opening February 11th. Featuring Puccini's most famous opera, Madame Butterfly, Rossini's delightful comedy, The Italian Girl in Algiers, Poulenc's heartbreaking Dialogues of the Carmelites, and the medieval thriller, The Love of Three Kings by Italo Montemezzi. Tickets are on sale now. Call 941-328-1300 or visit sarasotaopera.org.
Luxury for less at Alex Karras Lincoln. Drive a brand new 2017 Lincoln MKZ Sports Utility for $249 per month or a 2017 MKZ for $299 per month. We are proud to introduce the newest addition to the Lincoln lineup, the all-new 2017 Lincoln Continental. We have a great selection and ready for immediate delivery. Alex Karras Lincoln, affordable luxury, winner of the prestigious 2015 President's Award, serving Florida's Suncoast since 1978. We're located 2 miles north of the Sarasota-Bradenton Airport on US 41.
Is your old garage door stuck or broken? Would a new one give you a lift? Let Precision Door Overhead Garage Door Service of Sarasota come to the rescue with prompt and affordable repair service. Replacement doors come with an array of styles and colors, and they are rated to meet and exceed Florida standards. From estimates to installation, your satisfaction is our priority. If you're not 100% satisfied with any product, service, or installation, we will make it right, because Precision Door Service is a name you can trust.
For your plumbing, electrical, or air conditioning, and services is qualified, and service calls are free. And services.com, A-N-D, services.com.
If you're looking for something to do, there is a lot going on this weekend. Today is the opening day of the Sarasota Art Agricultural Fair. You'll find tons of rides, games, animals, arts and crafts, live entertainment, and plenty of that fried fair food. Admission is $8 for adults, $4 for children 6 to 17, and kids 5 and under are free. It ends a week from Sunday on March 26th. If that isn't quite what you're looking for, we have plenty of other things to do listed on our website, mysuncoast.com, a list of everything from half marathons to parades. So
you'll have to do
pick your
the
poison.
half marathon if you're going to eat the fried butter.
Yeah, you're going to have to do that.
Absolutely, but I think fried butter is just a mystery to me, I tell you.
Have you ever had it?
No.
Me either. Bob eats it almost every year. We're missing out on that tradition.
Once a year, that's all you can allow.
Based on the calories and fat, yeah, have a great night.
This is an ABC 7 editorial with Steve Sabato.
This week, the city of Sarasota held elections for at-large commissioners. By way of background, there are 2 at-large seats and 3 district seats. I know this is not a new story, but voter turnout for these March elections is embarrassingly low. Literally, less than 20% of the city's registered voters showed up at the polls. More important than the fact that we are wasting a lot of money is the fact that these low, practically no turnout efforts are not representative of the majority. What they are representative of is apathy on the part of the public and manipulation on the part of the political parties. When you break down the voter turnout by district, the numbers are even more alarming. In District 1, for example, only 11% turnout. That is a disgrace. So here is what I'd like to know. Why in the name of representative democracy are we holding these elections in March and not in November? One argument is the 20% who do show up to vote are somehow more qualified and informed than the 80% who do not. That notion is elitist at best and prejudicial at worst. Another is that the city needs the race to be at the top of the ballot so it doesn't get lost or confused along party lines. That, too, is total bunk, because at the end of the day, more votes are more votes. So what's the bottom line? It is high time for another referendum to move the election to November. If Republican and Democrat Party leaders in the city got behind this on a nonpartisan basis, we could get a referendum passed and restore confidence and participation in the election of our city commissioners. If they do not, one is left to wonder who really benefits from these non-representative March elections, the people or the insiders who pick a handful of special interest candidates to get into office with fewer votes than it took to get elected to class president when I was in high school. I'm Steve Sabato. We'd like to hear from you.
The opinions expressed in this editorial do not necessarily reflect those of ABC7's owners or management. If you would like to comment, go to our website, www.mysuncoast.com, and click Community.
The human spirit's capacity to defy the odds, to push the envelope, is boundless.
Today, everyone is looking for more fashionable choices in flooring than ever before. And G. Fried has responded with a huge selection of carpets, tile, wood, laminate, and vinyl. Installed by a highly skilled team, G. Fried has got everything you're looking for and more. The next time you think about quality flooring, think G. Fried Flooring America. G. Fried Flooring America. Our world is at your feet.
Every now and then, factories authorize us to give deep discounts on furniture. And that time is now during the FlexSteel Factory Authorized Sale at Bacon's Furniture and Design. Shop the FlexSteel styles you love like Brandon, Dillon, Crosstown, Fleet Street Sectionals, and more. All at the guaranteed lowest authorized prices. Experience the beauty, the functionality, the quality for years to come with a lifetime warranty on FlexSteel's patented spring construction. The FlexSteel Factory Authorized Sale going on now only at Bacon's Furniture and Design.
With a top prize of $10 million, the new $10 million world-class cash scratch-off from the Florida Lottery is your ticket to take on the world. $10 million world-class cash scratch-off from the Florida Lottery. One of our life-changing scratch-offs offering billions in cash prizes.
It's no small wonder anybody loves it all.
I just love art that moves me.
No small,
I mean really moves me.
wonder.
Sunset Fiat of Sarasota presents No Small Wonder, high-performance style. Let the art of Fiat move you.
Outdoor living is one of the greatest perks about living in Florida. So whether this is your style, or this, or maybe this, contact Superior Pools. They've been building pools from Sarasota to Naples since 2001, and they would love to build yours.
There are many choices when it comes to AC companies. Our advice? Choose a company that performs employee background checks and is licensed with top manufacturers like Daikin. Daikin offers a 12-year parts and labor limited warranty. For better comfort and value, call Elite Heating and Air.
The human spirit's capacity to defy the odds, to push the envelope, is boundless.